Today we're going to check the suitability of the MG5 to retrofit a frunk to give us a little bit more storage room in this little car. So we're going to start by removing this little vanity panel here, and we'll do some measuring up and we'll do some testing, so stick with me. Now with that cover removed, we can see why this car is such a good candidate for a frunk. Look at that space down here. Don't know how well this is going to come on camera, but underneath this little support, and this plastic support is just for the vanity cover. There's no structural rigidity or anything in that little plastic frame. And yeah, it is just plastic, there's no metal there. But huge, cavernous, wasted space. So let's get a tape measure and let's figure out what's going to fit. That's 30 centimetres of depth there. And we've got a couple of air conditioning pipes here we need to worry about. But let's go from the pipe up to the front panel here. We've got nearly 50 centimetres depth. And the width here is, yeah, I mean 40, depending on where you measure, 40 is probably safe. You've got 40 to 45. Once again, these are air conditioning pipes that are in our way there. But still, that's a lot of space. Let's have a little look at this basket I've got here. Interesting. I wonder if I'll get two of these under there. Let's get a 10mm socket and lift that off. This might actually be the perfect thing for the job. I don't know how much you will have seen of that, but I tried a few different ways. I think ultimately I need to get something bigger to go in here. This type kind of helps because you can just pop some cable ties through the side, no permanent modification needed to the vehicle. Easily reversible, snip off those cable ties, put the vanity cover back on. Of course you could put the vanity cover back on this and just cut a small little entrance hole in the middle, or you can make a little hinged flap so you've got access into there. And this could just be for your emergency stuff. This doesn't have to be anything that you access on a regular basis, you know. Put your tow rope and bits and pieces in there, air compressor and stuff. I think ultimately I should go for something bigger. This one, for reference, I'll put a link in the description if you think this is something that suits you, but this is a Curva My Style Large. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll put a link. I'm sure you can probably buy this on Amazon or something. It's like £2.50 basket, and it feels pretty firm. This is dark grey, so it doesn't stick out too badly, but it's the first little attempt at a little frunk in the MG5, but I think we can still improve upon this. I wondered if maybe I could shimmy this backwards a little bit and get another one in front, but I think if I did so, it would have to be a smaller size one of these, or maybe I rotate 90 degrees and get something that's bigger than this. More investigation needed, but at least I've got some measurements now to work on. Right, I'll leave you there, and I'll probably resume recording after I've gone on a little bit of shopping. Maybe I'm heading down to B&Q this afternoon. And just like that, through the miracles of video recording, I've now got a 28 litre extra large one. So let's take this 18 litre large one out and let's try and replace it with a big brother, the 28 litre extra large. Right, cutters to the ready. Certainly the right size, but we just need a little bit of trimming. So I think I'm just going to notch out just that section of the handle, and then that will sit up around this little part of the reinforcement bar, and then it should sit nice, and then we can just cable tie it up through the holes and away we go. Well, here you go, 28 litres, cable tied in. For now, I've just got 4 cable ties, and I thought I'd give you a bit of perspective. What can you fit in 28 litres? I mean, you can still get lots more in there. If it wasn't for the middle bar, I'd be getting 3 of the giant family packs of Cocoa Pops in there. These are the big boys. But as you can see, oh, a little bit of a squeeze. Oh dear, one-handed doesn't work so well. I'm ruining the box now. Oh, whoa dear, my kids aren't really happy with me. Anyway, what size are these? 650 grams, big packs. That one comes out nicely, perfect. Probably much better to show you what it looks like with the granny charger in there. Absolutely loads of room. I could get 4 of those in there at least, maybe more. Maybe we get 6 of them. Loads of space to spare. Right, let's trim the cover and call it a day. Hopefully what I can do, now we've got an access hole, is take this Sharpie and make a mark on the inside so we can take it off, cut it nice and neatly on the floor. Let's try this then. If I cut the hole before cable tying the basket, that would have been a smart move as well. Okay, alright. Got my outline there. Now I need to just cut it nice and neatly. We should be done. And just like that, we are done. I hope that's been helpful to you. If you've got a vehicle that should have a frunk but doesn't have one, or a fruit, or whatever you want to call it, then I hope this gave you a little bit of inspiration. I hope you can see that under a tenner you can get yourself an extra 28 litres of storage. There's loads of other ways of doing this. I could have gone more drastic and I could have cut this support beam here and given myself a much bigger hole, but I figure I'm not going to access it that easily, regularly, and it's still super easy to get that out and fill it up with some other bits. I think these type of boxes are ideal because of all the holes in them, so it's not going to hold any water. It'll all drain out nice and easily. I'll put a link for this particular crate in the description. If you've got an MG5, then it's the perfect one to do. And I'm also going to just finish up this edge with a little bit of the push-on rubber beading, that like edge trim. It will just go around there and just finish that off nicely, and I won't be left with any unfinished edges. Really, there's a much better way to cut this plastic, but I was in a rush and short of time and impatient, so I just got on with it. So as always, if that's helpful to you, then like the video. That will help boost it up in the algorithm so that other people can see it that might be interested. Also subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.